Not gonna lie, I have a bit of a hard-on for chaotic neutral anime characters. There's just something so lovable about the fact that they're such horrible people and not for evil reasons. Which is exactly why I and all of you should subscribe to PewDiePie, my favorite chaotic neutral anime character of all time. But the interesting thing is, PewDiePie is a chaotic neutral anime protagonist, which is far different than what I would like to discuss in Hunter x Hunter. For those of you who don't know, Hunter x Hunter is basically the world-proclaimed greatest shonen of all time. And while I may have personal preferences elsewhere, it's a damn good show. And no one in their right mind would say otherwise. Aside from the epic arcs, the epic villains, the epic character development, the epic fact that the main character uses a fishing rod as an effective weapon, and that his sidekick uses yo-yos. God damn! This guy's brain is so big he must have watched Rick and Morty at least twice, back to back. But the themes in Hunter x Hunter are different than almost any theme in any other anime ever. And not only that, but I feel like Hunter x Hunter in certain senses is a bit of a meta commentary on society as a whole in many ways. That's why I would like this to be the first of a little series of videos I want to do on Hunter x Hunter. Alexander basically did thematic analysis on all the characters, and I don't want to take that spotlight from him because, well, he does a freaking amazing job, and link to his channel is in the description. Instead, I would like to be covering various themes in the show that are not discussed anywhere else to my knowledge, because there's really so much here. And I know it's not airing right now, but it's a downright classic that should be talked about more. So when I say a lot of the themes are meta commentaries on society, the first one I think of is the character Pariston Hill, otherwise known as Rat, one of the 12 Zodiacs, and the one that won the election to become the chairman of the entire Hunter organization. And he did it for fun, too. So here's the video topic. What fun is in Hunter x Hunter, and what it means to all of us on the outside world observing it. Pariston's goal in life was to have a good time. He has such pleasure in manipulating people and just pissing them off. That is where he derives joy, and it's what motivates his every action. He has no ideology past having a good time, and that is what makes him greatness. The entirety of the election arc is so damn good. I was gonna start this video with Hisoka immediately as the fun-loving, nice guy that I wanted to talk about, but Pariston proves two of my points simultaneously. His every action was purely for the sake of fun, with no motives beyond it. Not only that, but his rise to power is that meta-narrative example of how Hunter x Hunter actually looks at politics. Every politician is just playing the game, just like Pariston played the game, and Pariston, a dude who has no feelings behind his words, still won. Everyone, and I mean everyone, that knows Pariston individually hates him. Because you see, he is the master troll that derives pleasure from getting people to hate him. But that aside, that's why he enjoys playing this game so much. And since he treats it as a game, he wins. Being that the people that know him know that what he's saying is fake, but can't actually publicly call him out on it, or it will destroy their credibility, causing all of them to band forces together to do everything in their power to prevent this guy from winning, is just building up the satisfaction he will have when he claims victory, and all their hopes and efforts were for naught and crumble before him. It pushes a brilliant meta-narrative that no matter who you are and how disgusting and vile of a person you may actually be, plopped into the role of politics, and you wouldn't even be out of place. Presumably due to statistics, this happens more to blonde people. I don't know, maybe I just have a certain blonde person in my mind at this point, none that you're probably familiar with, but very cool, Pariston, very cool. But the point is, behind all of the beautiful hot takes Togashi clearly has on politics, and how the systems are clearly in place to get the most honor-bound, nicest guy to win, and not just to get manipulated in a way that sharp-tongued, conniving bastards would beat actual nice people, we also got another really important glimpse at his story-taking prowess, because Pariston, you know, Troll King, that guy, well, the reason why he went on this entire political crusade, as it were, is just because he wanted to have fun. Not even because he wanted to win as much as he wanted the outcome of his victory to be to crush everyone around him, oozing out his superiority. It's like freaking Twilight Zone episodes. You're watching a whole episode and it's like, okay, and then they drop the bomb at the end of the episode that changes your perception on everything that happened. It's the reason why you're watching it. Not that anyone ever watches Twilight Zone, but that's Pariston. His entire tirade, becoming one of the most powerful people in the world, in a world-changing political position. He all did it for the shits and giggles. He did it to slowly watch everyone around him sink deeper and deeper, losing more and more hope, coming up with plans to sabotage him by abstaining from the election to gather more votes in one spot, and he single-handedly beat them in the psychological game, took them all down via victory. And then, when all hope was lost, and this crazy maniac that everyone seems to love for no reason takes power to completely show his superiority, he does the unexpected and gives away his position to one of his adversaries, telling them in their mind, I completely destroyed you at something I didn't even want to do. Now feel my power because you are useless without me. It's the ultimate pleasure for the ultimate troll character. Unlike most people who use fun as a pastime whilst having some form of greater objective, Pariston flips the table on everything because fun is his objective. And you know what? He feels fulfilled from it. At the end of the arc, he's happy with himself because for him, fun isn't a distraction for real life. Fun is real life. Nothing wrong with having a little fun. The only person he actually hates is Jing. And now, Jing is another fascinating character because as far as we know, he also has no ideology. He's also content with himself, wandering and meandering about, doing his own thing, not being a very nice guy, being the worst dad in history of anime right after Keemstar. But you know what? He has no ideology that we can detect either. Even from what we've seen in the manga, he's basically going about his life having a good time. If I wouldn't know any better, I would perhaps say that he's also just out there with fun being the goal as opposed to fun being a side point of a goal. Jing is also a chaotic neutral character. Powerful as all heck, has the greatest turban I've seen since Professor Quirrell, but he's just going about his days having a good time. And the goal of his days is to have a good time. So now here's the thing that's really fascinating. I, from personal experiences, do believe that fun to be used as a pastime, if done too much, it causes depression. There's a lack of accomplishment, there's no feeling of fulfillment, and people just feel worse about themselves. No, this is not under-researched speculation like Ino from Naruto didn't research Sai enough. She didn't realize he was gay until a few years after marriage. But I've been there, and I only started feeling good about myself when I started accomplishing stuff, putting my ass in gear, getting things done. And I think feeling of accomplishment is great to get one out of depression. But now, here's why the art of fun in Hunter x Hunter really meant so freaking much to me. You got Jing and Pariston. These guys are happy with themselves. They're not depressed, secretly hiding their depression behind a facade. As far as I can tell from watching and reading the series, they're genuinely happy with themselves. There's a big difference between following your passion and aiming for something that will genuinely make you happy versus a false happiness to run away from reality. And I do believe the theme of fun in Hunter x Hunter is a very real thing because of my favorite Hunter x Hunter character, Hisoka, a character that I would never want to see around children, especially children that could kick my ass. Because of swing, if you know what I mean. Swing is not cool around kids. No swinging here. But the thing is, Hisoka is the looming jester of the entire series. He's always there, secretly hiding in the background, doing his own thing in every arc, except for the Chimera Ant arc. He was missed. Because while almost every character has proper motivations and reasonings for what they're doing in the entire series, you don't got random people doing random stuff because the plot needs them there. Everyone has their motivations and goals. In the Hunter exam itself, you got Gon, wanted to find his pap. You got Leorio, wanted to be the series Sakura. I mean, useless. I mean, doctor. You got Kurapika, wanted to become a hunter to locate his clan's missing eyeballs and take down the spiders and stuff. And you got Killua, who I will be covering very shortly, right when I finish with this point on Hisoka. Everyone had their individual purpose to being there, and they just intertwined to make and weave a brilliant story, which is why Hunter x Hunter's greatness. And then you got Hisoka, whose pure reason of being there was to have a good time. The Phantom Troop, topic for another video. But they were in York New City with their own ideas. You got an intersection of Gon looking for Greed Island with Kurapika looking for the Phantom Troop. You also got the Mafia and the Bodyguards and all those other great characters that, again, each have their own individual purposes. Everyone has a reason to be doing what they're doing. And you know who else you have in that arc? That's right, you got Hisoka having a good time. Tearing around everyone's strategies, screwing up the Phantom Troop just so he can get a shot at the boss. Secretly allying up with Kurapika for the heck of it. Unlike Pariston, who has fun manipulating people, Hisoka likes manipulating situations to get at people directly. His passion is fighting, not trolling per se. So he'll troll everyone to arrange a fight. But the thing is, it does not have to align with what anyone else is doing. He has his own game plan at all time, all for the pure art of fun. And you know what? Hisoka's happy. Hisoka's not depressed. He's literally the only man in reality or fiction that I actually want to see with a boner. Oh wait, that came out wrong. Editor, if you don't mind cutting that out, that'd be really appreciated. The Chimera Ant arc was purely darkness, and therefore it's the only arc that didn't have this one fun-loving character pushing this theme. Even Hisoka, who actually had Hunter Election arc, didn't take away from this point because that arc had Pariston and Jing. You always have that fun-loving guy there. That guy that's not just enjoying fun, but the guy that actively makes his purpose in life having fun, but not per se escaping reality to plug yourself into Smash Bros. Ultimate for a few days until you realize you haven't eaten and your dad's pissed at you because your room looks like a hellhole, so he attaches jumper cables to your nuts and a car battery until you pass out screaming. Wow, that example was too specific. But no, his reality is he's just following his passions in life. Yes, they're the most rudimentary, basic seeming passions ever. He wants to fight that guy. Wow, very cool, Hisoka, very cool. I'm not recommending you all become psychopaths to follow your dreams.
But hey, if it really is your dreams.
Okay, I don't see where I'm going with this. But what you see in both Hisoka and Pariston, they both have no ideology past having a hell of a good time. And it's something that they feel fulfilled by actually doing. And I don't mean to be a bit of a downer. They're basically the only two fully happy characters in the entire series. You got Netero, who also was pretty much fully happy, but then again, he discarded his life for training and becoming powerful and wise and shiz. Netero never gave off the air of some super ideology either. Netero was also in it for the fun. Yes, Gon is excited for his future, and he's definitely optimistic. Yes, I guess Kurapika's satisfied when he takes down Uvogin. Yes, Knuckle has really, really cool hair, and unfortunately none of us will ever get to that level. But no one is as happy as Hisoka or Paris. These guys genuinely love themselves, and it's something that everyone should do as well. So now, let's get back to Killua. I've kind of avoided talking about him thus far because he really puts emphasis on what I mean by doing fun right. There's fun being escaping reality and feeling empty when done in excess, and then there's the fun we see in Hisoka and Pariston, where it's genuinely following your passions and feeling fulfilled by it, creating a genuine happiness as opposed to the fake one we see in the escaping reality style fun, like Fortnite. You're probably thinking, wow, Nux Taku just roasted Fortnite. Yeah, dab. All right, but back on Killua for a moment. Don't mean to spout my epicness here. Takes a real man to diss Fortnite. Killua in the Hunter exam is unhappy. Killua post Zoldyck arc is happy. Did you notice the difference? He's away from his family in both cases. It's not like he has any ideology following Gon around aside from, well, having a good time following around a friend, you know, his first friend. In the Hunter exam, he was having a good time clearing the stages, you know, made friends with Gon. But Hunter exam Killua was not happy, whereas post Zoldyck arc Killua was happy. What could have possibly happened in between? Do we have any guesses in the audience? Is it because Killua embraced his sexuality isn't actually gay? No. Any other takes?
Is it because Killua had to make friends in the Hunter exam as opposed to already having friends? And, I wouldn't know from experience, but making friends sucks bad and is nearly impossible, so hopes were not high.
Closer. Any other guesses?
Is it because when he went to the Hunter exam, he did it to escape from reality where he hated his family, so he managed to get away? The Hunter exam wasn't following his passion. It was just an escape, which is the theme that you were trying to tell us all along. As opposed to post-Zoldyck arc, where he actually started chasing his dreams as opposed to running away from real life. I think that was it.
Wow, that takes away my thunder a little bit here, but yeah, that's exactly the point. Thanks, retarded Suzaku. Very cool. Okay, that was supposed to be a really impactful part of my video, but thanks, retarded Suzaku! Yeah, anyway, so Killua was escaping from reality in the Hunter exams, which is why he felt unfulfilled and unhappy, just like people that play Fortnite. Just roasted Fortnite twice in one video, dab. Whereas post-Hunter exam and post-Zoldyck arc, he was actually following his dreams, adventuring with his best friend, something he's never had before, and due to the fact that he was pursuing a passion, it was a genuine happiness. Damn you, retarded Suzaku. You better not be a recurring meme. Freaking retarded Suzaku. Anyway, can't end the video on that, because that was anticlimactic, thanks to a certain fan of
Soup stores.
But the Greed Island arc is one of the most underrated arcs, I believe, just because it's not praised in comparison to the York New arc, which was right before it, and the Chimera Ant arc, which was right after it. While I do believe both of those arcs were better than Greed Island, Greed Island was still pretty fantastic. It was a top-tier isekai anime by its own right, getting transported into this game world with new mechanics, and I'm gonna stop busting my nuts all over fake isekais, because that's not really the point of the video. But let me point out a bit of a paradox. Greed Island is a game where people have these crazy powers thanks to cards, kind of like I did in high school when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I realized that getting bullied is not a superpower. Sorry if this is the first time you're hearing this. But Greed Island is a game made for fun, where people can have a good time, where everyone's killing each other. Sucks, right? It's almost as bad as Fortnite, Dab. But the point is, Greed Island is, yes, created to be a game and created for fun. For people to have fun in, I guess. But the mindset of the people going in was all wrong. It was not for passion, it was just because an end goal was desired. And that's the wrong way to get into anything in your life. You gotta follow your passion. You gotta stop being afraid of being yourself, following your dreams, and actually making them a reality. If you're doing something because your peers tell you, oh, just collect all these millions of cards and kill other people, potentially get killed for some crazy reward that may not even exist, hey, maybe that's the wrong choice. And maybe I'm reading too much into this. No, I'm definitely reading too much into this. I mean, look at this page. This is a literal page from one of the recent chapters of the Hunter x Hunter manga. It is unacceptable. I'm not reading Sherlock Holmes. I'm reading boys with fishing rods fight against pedophiles. What is this? But passion needs to be your goal. It needs to be your fire, not just an escape. And your goal can't be without passion, or it's just killing each other in Greed Island.
Look, fam, what I'm trying to say is very simple. I'm not trying to beat around the bush here. You're either killing each other in Greed Island, or you're killing each other in Fortnite. Your reality needs to be passionate.
But hey, that's just me, a weeb, making a video on Hunter x Hunter. Something created for weebs. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't care. But whether you liked this video or didn't, leave a like on this video. Wow, I'm very persuasive, I know. And also feel free to subscribe for future anime videos, including analysis of different themes in Hunter x Hunter. Today was fun in Hunter x Hunter because I had fun talking about fun. Potentially one of the greatest jokes I have ever written. Let me know in the comments future topics you'd like me to discuss, be it in Hunter x Hunter or other anime. Link in the description once again to my man Alexander, who spells his name even worse than retarded Suzaku would, but his videos are great anyway. So link to him down there. If you go, definitely leave some fanbase cringe in the comment sections of his videos. Would be very appreciated. Every video needs some fanbase cringe. Link in the description also to my Twitter. Feel free to follow me there. To my merch. Feel free to pick some up. And to my Patreon. All patrons are invited to my Discord server, where no, we do not make fun of retarded Suzaku. We make fun of me. Very cool Discord server. Very cool. I especially wanted to thank Dominique Croteau, Miriam Ramirez, Q, Praise Lord of Gilgamesh, Billy Thompson, Mitochondria, Nate, Philippe Brights, Sergeant Malarkey, Buried Minotaur, Kaiser Juanar, Crazy Beat, Divine Reigns, Miku Teakui, TM Philly, King Beat My Meat, Negus Nogus, Sage of Snake, Pop-Up, Grumpy Welshman, Wilson Fletcher, Team Sparky 65, Girthy Worm Jim, Allison Stricker, E-Laser, Sash, Ethan Price, King Tank Games, Frisky Dingo, Florida Man, The Lord Tweegers, Meezy Jeezy, Anthony Booth, Steelers, Prella, Emir Zekic, Rari, MD, Santo Kiyomasa, Zindergarden, James Patterson, Emperor Misha, and Kyle the Warrior. Thanks to the God Usopp Rank, Burning Bush, Dark Element, Eduardo Flores, Necro, Sunny Parks, and Maurice Luis Dreyfus. And finally, thank you very much to Gremin, the Has Hashirama Cells rank. Thanks to everyone watching this video until this point. There's a lot in Hunter x Hunter. I really love that story. Thanks for making it this far. I appreciate ya. And remember to have fun, fam.